Hello friend, in this video you are about to learn physics based rope. So let's start this tutorial. Press Shift A under mesh, select UV sphere. Now press tab for edit mode. Then press S, then 0.5 to scale. Now zoom little bit like this. Then right click and select here shaded smooth. Now press Shift D, then Z, then -1 to duplicate on Z axis. And we have to repeat this process few times, so press shift R to repeat this process. Okay, now press shift A under this armature, select single bone. Now click on this object data properties and expand this viewport display and enable this in front option. Now press tab for edit mode. Now press G, then Z, then -2. Now press E, then Z, then -1, and we have to repeat few times like this. Okay, switch to pose mode. Select first bone, then click on this bone constraint, then click on this add bone constraint and select here inverse kinematic. Under this target, click on the speaker tools and select second sphere. Also change this chain length, and we have to repeat this process with other bones. Select the second bone, then click on this constraint and select here IK. Under this target, select this sphere. Also change this chain length. Now switch to object mode. Press A to select everything, then press Shift D, then Z to duplicate on Z axis. Then press -5. Okay. Now we have to repeat few times like this. And we can see that we have armature 1, armature 2, armature 3. So select first armature, switch to pose mode. Okay, select first bone, then click on this add bone constraint and click on this copy location. Keep above IK like this. Under this target, we have to select armature. Under this bone, we have to select last bone and also change this value like this. Now select last bone, then click on this add bone constraint, inverse kinematic, and under this target we have to select this sphere. Change its chain length value like this. Now we have to repeat this process with next armature. So switch to pose mode. Select first bone, then click on this add bone constraint and click on this copy location. Keep above IK. Under this target, we have to select armature 1. Under this bone, we have to select last bone and change its value like this. Now select last bone of this armature, then click on this bone constraint, then select here IK. Under this target, we have to select this sphere. Also change its chain length value like this. Now we have to do with last armature. So select this armature, then switch to pose mode. Then again select first bone of this armature, then click on this bone constraint and click on this copy location. Now keep above IK, and under this target we have to select armature 0.002 and select last bone. Also change its head tail value And we don't have to apply any IK with last bone because this is bone for hanging object if you want to hang anything. Okay, now switch to object mode. Now select first sphere like this. Expand this window, then holding shift click on last sphere. Now click on this physics properties, then click on this rigid body. Okay, under this shape we have to select a sphere. Now click on this object under this rigid body, then click on this copy from active. Again click on this object under this rigid body, click on this connect. Expand this connect rigid body option. Under this tab, select point. Under this connection pattern, select chain by distance. Okay. Now select first sphere. Then under this settings, uncheck this dynamic and check animated. Now press space bar. You can see none of these are falling. Okay. Now press shift A under mesh. Select UV sphere. Now press G to move like this. Now press S to scale. Make sure that you are at first keyframe. Now press I and select your location. Change keyframe like 20. Then press G to move. Okay. Now press I and select your location. Now press spacebar. You can see that it has animation. Then click on this rigid body and uncheck this dynamic and check this animated. Now press spacebar. You can see this is working perfectly. Okay. If you want to roll with any object like cylinder, so press shift A under this mesh, select cylinder. Now press tab for edit mode. Now press R, then Y, then 90 degree to rotate on Y axis. Now press S, then X to scale on X axis, something like this. Now press S to scale. Press tab for object mode. Press 7 for top view. Press G, then Y to move on Y axis, like this. Now press G, then Z, also move on Z axis, like this. Okay. Now we have to animate this. So press N for this side panel. Then keep cursor point here. Now press I to insert keyframe. Change keyframe value something like 240 and also change rotation value of x-axis, that is minus 720. You can give whatever you want. Now press I to insert keyframe. Now press space bar. You can see that cylinder has animation. Okay. Now select first UV sphere. Holding shift, then click on this cylinder. Now press Ctrl P and select here second option. Now select this cylinder, then click on this rigid body. Uncheck this dynamic and check this animated. Under this shape, we have to select mesh. Now press space bar. You can see that this is working. But we have to fix this bone issue. So select first armature, switch to pose mode. Select first bone and under this bone constraint, click on this add bone constraint and select copy location. Keep above IK. Okay, now under this target, select first sphere. Now again click on this bone constraint. Right now we have to select copy location. Also keep above IK like this. Now under this target, select first sphere. Now switch to object mode. Press space bar. You can see that this is working perfectly. Okay. Now we have to make rope. So first we have to do select all the sphere. So click on this first sphere, then holding shift click on this last sphere. Now press M and create new collection and name like sphere. Now again click on this constraint and holding shift click on this last constraint. Now press M and select a new collection and change its name, that is constraint. Now hide this collection. Now select this cylinder, then press H to hide. Also hide this sphere collection and also constraint collection. Okay. Now press Shift A. Under image select plane. Now press 7 for top view. Then enable snapping mode. So first we have to click on this arrow. Under this vertex select center. Then enable this snapping mode. Press Shift A. Under this mesh select circle. Now press G to move like this. Press Shift D to duplicate, then move like this. Press Shift D again and duplicate this circle. Press Shift D and duplicate this circle like this. Disable this snapping mode. Select this plane, then press X to delete. Now select all the circle, then right click, click on this join, then again right click and under this set origin select origin to geometry. Now press tab for edit mode, then press S to scale like this. Okay. Now expand this window, then click on this modifier properties, then click on this add modifier and select here screw modifier. Now change screw value something like this and also change angle value, that is 360 multiplied by 3. Also change its resolution, that is 64. Now apply this modifier. Select all the armature. So click on this first armature, holding shift click on this last armature. Now press Ctrl J to connect with all the armature. Okay. Now select this rope, holding shift click on this armature, then press Ctrl P and select here with automatic weight. Now press space bar and you can see that these are working perfectly. One thing I want to say, okay, before rendering make sure click on this filter and click on this icon and also enable this icon. Okay, and we have to prevent this sphere collection from rendering. So click on this camera icon, so it will not render, and also click on this viewport display so you can see which will be not rendered. Okay, you can see that this sphere is still in viewport mode and you can see that this is under this cylinder. So expand this cylinder and you can see that here is a sphere. Also prevent this from rendering, so click on this camera icon and you can see, and also click on this viewport display so it will be invisible. Now press space bar, you can see this animation. Before rendering we have to bake rigid body, so click on this scene properties, then expand this rigid body world, then expand this cast option, then click on this bake all dynamic. Okay. Now you can render this. Thanks for watching this video. Leave your comments and subscribe this channel.